Imagine this. You're scrolling through your feed late at night, heart racing as you type into the search bar, hoping no one sees. Or maybe it's that awkward chat with a buddy over beers, whispering about bedroom struggles. These moments are loaded with myths, stress, and flat-out wrong info. Does guzzling water really supercharge your erections? Or is dehydration the silent killer of your sex life? You've seen the headlines screaming that more H2O equals better performance, or that a daily soda won't hurt as long as you're somewhat hydrated. The panic is everywhere. Guys convinced their hydration habits are wrecking their confidence and intimacy. But hold on, what does real science have to say? Today, I'm diving deep to uncover the truth. And trust me, it's eye-opening and probably the opposite of what you've been told. Don't click away. You're about to learn something game-changing. To truly understand the shocking reality, we first need to get acquainted with the key player here: erectile function and the role of blood flow and hydration in your body. So, what is an erection, biologically speaking? Put simply, it's a complex process where your brain sends signals to relax the muscles in your penis, allowing blood to rush in and fill two chambers called the corpora cavernosa. This creates pressure, leading to rigidity. For this to work smoothly, you need healthy blood vessels, good circulation, and balanced hormones. Hydration comes into play because water makes up about 60% of your body and is crucial for blood volume. Think of it as the fluid that keeps everything flowing efficiently. Dehydration can thicken your blood slightly, potentially reducing flow, while what you drink affects your overall vascular health. It's not just about quantity, it's about quality too. For such a vital part of men's health and relationships, erectile dysfunction, or ED, affects up to 30 million men in the US alone, and it's a source of massive anxiety. And because it's so common, especially as men age, it's also ground zero for a lot of myths. You've probably heard the claims, the myths that circulate in fitness forums, health blogs, and even some doctors' offices, that if you're dehydrated, your erections will suffer big time, and the fix is simple. Just drink more water to boost blood flow and fix ED overnight. Or the flip side, that as long as you're drinking something, soda, energy drinks, whatever, it's fine, and sugary beverages won't touch your performance in bed. These fears are understandable. ED can shatter confidence, strain relationships, and even signal deeper issues like heart disease. Prostate problems or low testosterone get blamed a lot, but hydration myths add unnecessary guilt, like beating yourself up for not carrying a water bottle everywhere. For years, these ideas went largely unchallenged, fueled by anecdotal stories and oversimplified biology. But then researchers at a leading academic institution decided to stop guessing. They put the myths to the test with a large-scale survey study. And what they found didn't just challenge the myths, it blew them out of the water completely. It changed the conversation about hydration, drinks, and erectile health forever. So, what is this shocking secret? What did the science finally reveal? The landmark study I'm talking about comes from a men's health clinic at a major academic institution, published in the prestigious Journal of Sexual Medicine. This wasn't some small poll. It followed a retrospective review of 618 men who visited the clinic between 2018 and 2020, tracking their demographics, erectile function via validated questionnaires like the Sexual Health Inventory for Men, SHIM, and detailed habits on diet and fluid intake. One of the key data points they examined was hydration, specifically the quantity of water and fluid intake, as well as preferences for things like sugary drinks. When they crunched the numbers, the results were stunning. They were the very definition of "you won't believe it." Here it is. The study found no association between the quantity of water or fluid intake and the risk of erectile dysfunction. Let me say that again because it bears repeating. Drinking more water didn't correlate with better erections or lower ED rates. But here's the twist that contradicts the myths. Consumption of artificial, sugary drinks was linked to a significantly higher risk of ED, with a p-value of 0.036 indicating statistical significance. Specifically, men who regularly drank sugary beverages had elevated odds of ED compared to those who didn't. On the positive side, following a paleo diet or eating organic foods was associated with a lower risk. P0.030 for paleo, and P0.011 for organic. Overall, 83% of the participants had ED, and those with it were more likely to be older, diabetic, or hypertensive. But when the researchers adjusted for diabetes and hypertension in a multivariate analysis, the dietary and fluid links lost some significance, suggesting these habits influence ED through broader health impacts. This finding flips the script on the old fears. Far from hydration quantity being the magic bullet, the evidence points to what you're drinking mattering more. Ditching sugary drinks for water could indirectly protect your erections by avoiding metabolic pitfalls. These results align with broader research on vascular health, though this study stands out for its direct focus on habits in a real-world clinic setting. So, the big question is why? How could something as simple as your drink choice have such a profound impact on erectile function? Scientists have a few leading theories, and they all make a lot of sense. The first and most compelling is the metabolic disruption hypothesis. Sugary drinks spike your blood sugar and insulin levels, contributing to insulin resistance over time. This can damage blood vessels, reducing nitric oxide production, the key chemical that relaxes vessels for better blood flow to the penis. Chronic exposure leads to endothelial dysfunction, where the inner lining of arteries doesn't work right, making erections harder to achieve or maintain. It's like gumming up the pipes with sticky residue. The second theory ties into inflammation and oxidative stress. High sugar intake promotes chronic low-grade inflammation, which stiffens arteries and impairs circulation. Studies show this inflammation can also lower testosterone levels slightly, adding another layer to ED risk. Hydration quantity didn't show up because most men in the study were likely adequately hydrated day to day. It's the quality of fluids that sneaks in long-term damage. A third idea connects to overall energy and mood. Sugary drinks cause energy crashes, increasing fatigue and stress, known ED triggers. By contrast, plain water supports steady energy without the roller coaster. When you put it all together, the science paints a clear picture. Drinking water instead of sugary beverages appears to play a significant role in maintaining healthy erections by preventing metabolic issues, reducing inflammation, and supporting vascular integrity. It's not about guzzling gallons, it's about smart swaps for long-term benefits. That science is incredible for understanding long-term erectile health and risk factors. But I know for many of you watching, the concern isn't just about the future. It's about the frustrating symptoms you're dealing with right now. I'm talking about difficulty getting or keeping an erection, reduced libido that leaves you feeling disconnected, or that nagging worry during intimate moments. If that sounds familiar, I want to pause for just a moment and share something special. There's a fascinating video presentation that reveals a powerful, natural beetroot-based remedy, drawing from ancient herbal traditions, that targets the root cause of poor blood flow, what they describe as a hidden vascular blockage. It's designed to provide fast, natural support for stronger erections without pills. Point your phone's camera at the QR code you see on the screen right now to watch it. It will open right on your phone. I've also put the direct link as the top pinned comment below this video. Go ahead, open it in a new tab, and then come right back because we still need to cover the bigger picture of erectile health. All right, so for the rest of the bigger picture of erectile health, you might be thinking, this is incredible. Is ditching sugary drinks and drinking water instead a magic bullet, a guaranteed way to prevent or fix ED? And this is where we need to be responsible and look at the bigger picture. The answer is not exactly. It's crucial to understand that this research shows strong associations, not necessarily direct one-to-one causation. What does that mean? It means that while the links are powerful, there could be other factors at play. For example, men who avoid sugary drinks might also have other healthier habits, like better diets or more exercise, and that combination leads to the reduced risk. The key takeaway is that your fluid choices are likely one important piece of a much larger puzzle when it comes to erectile health. It's not a license to ignore everything else. Think of it as one powerful tool in your toolbox, but you need other tools too. What are they? First, diet is critical. As the study showed, paleo-style eating, focusing on whole foods, lean proteins, veggies, and nuts, or going organic can lower risks. Avoid processed foods and added sugars beyond just drinks. Foods rich in nitrates, like beets and leafy greens, or those with L-arginine, like nuts, support nitric oxide for better flow. Second, exercise. Regular physical activity, especially cardio and strength training, improves circulation and testosterone levels. Aim for at least 30 minutes most days. Even brisk walking can help. Obesity is a major ED risk factor, so maintaining a healthy weight pays off. Third, manage stress and sleep. Chronic stress raises cortisol, which tanks libido. Try meditation or therapy. Get 7 to 9 hours of sleep nightly, as poor sleep disrupts hormones. And finally, and perhaps most importantly, be proactive. Nothing, not diet, not hydration swaps, not exercise, replaces regular medical checkups, especially for men over 40 or with risk factors like diabetes or family history. Talk to your doctor about screenings, like blood tests for testosterone or cholesterol, to catch issues early when they're most treatable. So let's circle all the way back to our original shocking question. How should you drink water to improve your erection? The unbelievable truth, backed by top-tier science, is that it's not about chugging endless amounts to combat dehydration. That myth doesn't hold up. Instead, the game changer most men have no idea about is swapping out those artificial sugary drinks for plain water. Far from being harmless, sugary beverages could be quietly sabotaging your vascular health and increasing ED risk, while water keeps things clean and supports your body's natural flow. It's not a cure-all. It's not a replacement for a healthy lifestyle and doctor visits, but the evidence is compelling. A smart hydration habit focused on quality over sheer quantity is a partner, not an enemy, in the fight for stronger, more reliable erections. If you found this video valuable and want more health myths busted with real science, do us a huge favor and hit that like button. It really helps the channel. Make sure you're subscribed and you've clicked the notification bell so you don't miss our next video. And now, I want to hear from you. What other men's health myths have you heard that you want us to investigate next? Drop them in the comments below. Stay healthy, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video.